Hi guys, this is David from Buzz Media. A couple of days ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with Benjamin Ko from JamiQ.com to have a conversation about social media monitoring. JamiQ.com is a startup out of Singapore that provides brand and social media monitoring solutions, and I think our conversation will provide a good introduction into what social media monitoring is and why businesses would need it. I recorded the interview in a public place, so sound quality may not be that great, and you may hear the barista grinding the coffee in the background. With that, I hope you enjoy the conversation, and here's Benjamin.
Okay. JamiQ is a company that we founded, and what we do is we build technology that is designed for monitoring the social media. By monitoring the social media, what we mean is that we have technology set up to help track mentions of you on blogs, on discussion forums, on Twitter, anywhere that happens online, even news articles. And what we do is we trend the buzz for you, we measure the sentiment, we look out for who are influential, who's talking about you. And this data is useful for companies to understand the audience, their customers, what's being said about them online. I think that monitoring the social media will become a very integral part of any form of marketing, simply because of the way the social media is opening up. People are becoming so vocal, and it is becoming an avenue of even market research and intelligence that cannot be ignored. There's just so much data talking about so many brands all the time. I'll give you even examples. We've tracked Xbox, for example, and we've consistently got over 500 unique posts an hour on just Xbox, and and that is really significant, because that is a lot of chatter and a lot of insights that a company like Microsoft can make use of. I think the other thing that is interesting about monitoring online is that it's also starting to be the first point of contact for a lot of the younger consumers when they when they want to look for feedback, they want to voice complaints, they want to tell their friends about it.
The first point of contact is in contact with your brand?
Or maybe first place to go to.
Okay.
Yeah, because you could tell your friends about it, but a lot of people actually care enough to share, and they'll share about it on their blogs. They say don't ever take this airline again, and they'll be quite upfront about it, and it's becoming quite rampant. So it becomes a strong point of feedback. They won't call your hotline anymore. They will be voicing it on Twitter or on their blog or in discussion forums.
Right. Yeah. And that's why you need to be aware.
Yeah, which is why not just being aware, but also being aware really quickly. Real-time monitoring is another thing to talk about, because in the event of things turning sour, negative things happening, you have to respond quickly, and to respond quickly you have to know it quickly. So the way our product works also is that it works in real time. So you would be able to get data within the minutes or at most an hour of that post coming out online. Social media monitoring is most relevant to companies that have a very public face. Companies which are very consumer facing. So any FMCG product, companies like Starbucks, AirAsia, things where consumers actually relate to and can either go away and talk about it in relation to their lives. These are the companies, whether it's a big company or a small company, chances are people will talk about you online, and therefore it's relevant to you. So the absence of chatter online is also an opportunity. Companies can use that to actually find out where that few that are talking about them belong to, and identifying these communities, identifying the demographics, understanding how to penetrate those communities, and also to look at their competitors and do a benchmark and be able to see how they stack up against the competition. Social media monitoring, most people like to put it at the beginning so that it helps with the planning. That's a good way to do it. But a lot of our clients, and also my suggestion would be to have social media monitoring as an underlying foundation to anything you do in marketing, because with the use of social media monitoring, you get data upfront about where you should go, who to target, what communities talk about you, who talks about you, what's being said. Now, when you launch your campaigns, you also can use the same data to justify the campaign, justify the ROI. Is it changing the perception? It's from what we offer at JamiQ is twofold. We offer the software. This software is available online as a software as a service. So you sign up online and you get a login. You log in and you have a dashboard. And within this dashboard, you can create any number of topics. A topic can be a brand, it can be a person's name, it can be a product name, and whatever you want to track. Now on the second tier, we also provide services including data analytics and market research. So we offer our clients the ability to make use of this data in a deeper manner. So there's a lot of data being collected on you online. So we have partners to analyze this data and produce high quality reports. The main things, the strongest things we have is number one, our data. Our data is absolutely the largest, and especially in Asia. Yeah, most comprehensive, because what we do is we tap onto the data found in search engines. So and we tap onto all the search engines, be it Google, Yahoo, Bing, and even for like foreign sites like in China, we would make use of Baidu and Sina and Korea, Naver, and so we are able to have the broadest reach across Asia. That is the key to our system, because if you don't have a good foundation of data, you kind of it's quite pointless to have the nice charts and graphs. Now the other things that we do is we are able to monitor not just the buzz, like the frequency of who's talking about you, but we are also able to break it down into influence levels, who are influential and who are not, who matters and who doesn't. And we are also able to detect sentiment, whether people are saying positive things, negative things about you, and all of this is done by the computers and not by humans.
This makes it low cost.
Yes, which drives down the cost significantly as opposed to services that make use of humans a lot. Another significant thing that we do is market segmentation.
Right.
So we are able to look at data, unstructured data, like people talk about things on the blogs, and we're able to try to guess to quite a high degree if this person's from Malaysia, if this person's from Thailand, based on the content that they write. And that is significant because in the social media, you're going to have a lot of sites which are generic, like twitter.com/something, and you can't just look at twitter.com, you have to look at who this person is and where he's really from. And it happens in the same for Blogspot, WordPress accounts and all that. It's quite extensive. We cover anything that the big search engines cover. So we have clearly tested, including Thailand, Malaysia. So obviously we pick up Thai, Malay, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, both in China, Taiwan. We've even tried Hindi languages and even some Middle Eastern languages like Arabic, Spanish, German. So we pretty much cover just about any market there is to cover. You can find out about JamiQ on our website. It's JamiQ.com. It's spelled JamiQ.com. I myself have a blog at eok.net. That's my surname spelled backwards.net. And you can find me on Twitter at benco.
All right.